Top 20 celebrities who regret their plastic surgery.
Talk to my younger self and tell him just don't go through with it. You really don't need it. You look fine.
Ever wondered what happens when the star's quest for perfection goes wrong? Brace yourself for a shocking tale of Hollywood's most famous faces and the plastic surgery regrets that turned their lives upside down. You won't believe what they've gone through. Get ready to be amazed, appalled, and maybe even a little inspired. This is not just another story. It's a cautionary tale that will leave you questioning the price of beauty. Khloe Kardashian.
My face was so ready to go and get this whole thing.
Khloe Kardashian has been transparent about her journey with plastic surgery, discussing both the positive and negative aspects it has had on her life. The reality TV star has had a nose job and used facial fillers, which she now looks back on with a blend of emotions. During an open conversation, Kardashian shared that her only regret regarding her rhinoplasty was not undergoing it earlier. She stated that the surgery increased her self-assurance and allowed her to feel more at ease in her own body. However, she was less satisfied with the facial fillers, confessing they appeared insane at one time, prompting her to have them removed. This negative experience with fillers has made Kardashian more hesitant about pursuing additional cosmetic procedures. She now advocates for prioritizing health and self-love over drastic measures. The reality star promotes a natural appearance instead of radical alterations and encourages people to accept their unique beauty and be confident in their own skin. Despite facing challenges, Kardashian has used her platform to advocate for body positivity through her show Revenge Body. The program's goal is to assist participants in improving their lives by concentrating on health and self-esteem, not just physical looks. By sharing her experiences, Kardashian aims to support others who grapple with body image issues, highlighting the significance of self-acceptance and inner resilience. Reflecting on her experiences, Kardashian imparts a crucial lesson. If insecurity was a person, she once told a detractor, "Baby girl, you have to look in the mirror. Only insecure people tear other people down." Her story serves as an example that true attractiveness stems from within and that embracing one's distinctive traits is essential for enduring happiness and self-confidence. Reid Ewing.
I just wanna do you.
Reid Ewing, recognized for his part in Modern Family, has openly discussed his experiences with body dysmorphia and the multiple cosmetic surgeries he underwent before turning 21. His quest for physical change started at 19 when he got cheek implants, hoping to resemble Brad Pitt. However, the post-surgery reality was a painful awakening and a letdown that intensified his feelings of isolation. In an emotional piece for the Huffington Post, Ewing conveyed profound remorse for his choices, saying,
talk to my younger self and tell him just don't go through with it. You really don't need it. You look fine.
He made it clear that these operations did not bring about life or happiness improvements. They only worsened his insecurities and emotional distress. Ewing's journey was both mentally and physically draining as he went through a series of surgeries that often resulted in additional issues. He pointed out that none of the medical professionals he saw addressed his core mental health concerns, which he now sees as essential. Currently, Ewing champions self-acceptance and advises others to appreciate their natural appearances. By sharing his narrative, he aims not only to express his own regrets, but also to caution others about the possible risks associated with cosmetic surgery. He encourages individuals to reflect on whether their psychological well-being requires attention rather than merely focusing on physical alterations. Tori Spelling. Tori Spelling has openly discussed her experiences with plastic surgery, especially her regrets about getting breast augmentation. She had her first breast implants at the age of 19, while starring in Beverly Hills 90210, a choice she now looks back on with some apprehension. In her own words, "I got my boobs done in my early 20s, and if I had known it would or could possibly impact production of milk, I would never have had them done." And as a mother to 5 children, Spelling has shared how her cosmetic choices have influenced her life and motherhood. She has voiced worries about the potential effects on breastfeeding, which became a major concern for her after giving birth. This awareness led her to promote comprehensive research and discussion before engaging in any cosmetic procedure, stressing the significance of being aware of long-term effects. Spelling has also mentioned how her daughter's health concerns for her prompted deeper contemplation of her past choices. She stated, "It really hit home for me when my daughter came to me, and she's like, 'Mom, I'm concerned.' This incident was instrumental in motivating Spelling to prioritize her health over physical appearance." In conclusion, Tori Spelling's narrative serves as a cautionary tale for those contemplating plastic surgery to make well-informed decisions that prioritize their health. By sharing her experiences, she aspires to assist other women in navigating the intricacies of cosmetic procedures while keeping health as a primary consideration. Kenny Rogers.
There's so many ways I want to say I love you.
Kenny Rogers, a renowned figure in country music, was famous for his distinctive appearance, characterized by a warm smile, bright eyes, and a full beard. However, in the late 1990s, he opted for several plastic surgery procedures that significantly altered his look. Initially aiming to remain current in the music industry, Rogers later voiced regret over these choices. In his 2013 memoir, Luck or Something Like It, Rogers disclosed that he felt compelled to update his image as he aged to stay competitive with younger musicians. He underwent facial surgery and an eyelid lift to maintain a youthful appearance, yet the outcomes were not as anticipated. In a 2006 interview with People magazine, Rogers stated, "I'm not happy about it. They're too tight around the eyelids for me. It drives me crazy. If we can fix that, then I'll be glad I did it. If we can't fix it, I'll regret it or get used to it." During a 2012 conversation with CBS This Morning, Rogers confessed that his decision to have surgery was also due to boredom and a wish to alter his image during a career slowdown.
It was a time when I had a lot of money and a lot of time, and I thought, what the hell, I'll go do something, you know. And Dolly and I we used to laugh about it. But it was all for the sake of what I thought was looking better.
Dolly Parton, Rogers' longtime friend and musical collaborator, often teased him about his plastic surgery. In a 2013 interview with ABC News, Parton remarked that Rogers had really grown into his facelift and added that he looks great. Although initially regretful about the results of his surgeries, Rogers' experience underscores that even accomplished individuals can be discontented with their looks. His narrative underscores the significance of thoroughly contemplating potential risks and outcomes prior to any cosmetic procedure. By openly admitting that he did not achieve the desired results from his surgeries, Rogers demonstrates vulnerability and shows that even the most self-assured individuals can be impacted by unexpected and unwelcome alterations in appearance. In conclusion, Rogers' experience serves as an encouragement for others to accept their natural features and find contentment in their own identity. Do you think Kenny Rogers' plastic surgery was a success or a failure? Cast your vote by commenting success or failure below. Nicole Kidman.
You just have to wait and see, won't you?
Nicole Kidman has been transparent about her experiences with beauty norms and cosmetic treatments, especially her journey with Botox. She initially turned to Botox to preserve a youthful appearance, but later had second thoughts. Kidman openly confessed, "I didn't like how my face looked afterward. Now I don't use it anymore. I can move my forehead again." This statement reflects her dissatisfaction with the limited facial movement and expressiveness that often result from such procedures. Following her brief experience with cosmetic enhancements, Kidman decided to adopt a more natural appearance. She has voiced her wish to age gracefully, showing that even prominent actors are subject to the pressure to adhere to Hollywood's stringent beauty standards. Her story highlights the significance of genuine beauty and self-acceptance in an industry that frequently values youth over the natural aging process. Kidman's contemplation of her past choices emphasizes her dedication to advocating for natural beauty norms in Hollywood. She stresses the importance of authentic expressions and features, asserting that true attractiveness stems from within and is improved by self-care routines such as using sunscreen and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. In a society fixated on physical appearance, Kidman's readiness to discuss her regrets serves as a potent reminder that accepting one's natural looks can be both liberating and empowering. Her transition from pursuing cosmetic enhancements to championing authenticity resonates with many, reinforcing the belief that beauty encompasses not just physical appearance, but also confidence and self-acceptance. Tara Reid.
I mean, the body shaming that's going on right now is just to a degree that it's so bad.
Tara Reid's experience with plastic surgery has been a roller coaster. filled with regret and introspection. In 2004, she underwent a breast augmentation procedure that resulted in highly publicized complications, leaving her feeling utterly disheartened. Reid had initially aimed to correct asymmetry in her breasts, but the outcome was far from her expectations. "If I had to do it again, I never would have done it in the first place," she expressed during an interview, underscoring her profound remorse about undergoing the procedure. The consequences of her surgeries led to numerous difficulties. Reid had to undergo several corrective operations, which only worsened her situation. She detailed how her body became a source of humiliation. "My stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing," she recounted, explaining how these complications impacted her both physically and emotionally. The repercussions were severe. She experienced loss of job opportunities and became a warning about the hazards linked with cosmetic procedures. Reid stresses the significance of selecting competent and seasoned surgeons, advising others to conduct exhaustive research and maintain practical expectations. In a society often characterized by body shaming, she promotes self-love and acceptance, encouraging people to appreciate their natural beauty instead of yielding to societal pressures. Courteney Cox.
I just saw his daughter last week. Said he was fine. Her, on the other hand, watch Botox.
Courteney Cox has been open about her experiences with cosmetic procedures, particularly expressing regret over her use of fillers. In recent conversations, she confessed that her efforts to preserve a youthful appearance led her down a path she now considers a misstep. "You don't realize you look a little off," she reflected, explaining how the subtle changes made her feel normal at the time, but ultimately resulted in an altered appearance that surprised her when she looked back at old photos. Cox has voiced significant regret over her overuse of fillers, admitting, "I messed up a lot," and highlighting how these decisions negatively affected her self-perception. After years of pursuing youthfulness, she decided to have all her fillers dissolved in 2017. "I'm as natural as I can be," she stated, emphasizing her wish to accept a more genuine version of herself. The pressure on women in Hollywood to maintain a youthful appearance is immense, and Cox has openly discussed how this scrutiny influenced her self-image. She now champions aging gracefully and focusing on inner beauty rather than seeking an artificial look. "Thinking I was getting older when I was really young, that's just a bummer," she noted, stressing the importance of self-acceptance. Through her experiences, Cox encourages others to embrace their natural beauty and learn from past decisions. She aims to foster body positivity and self-acceptance among women facing similar pressures in the industry. Kathy Griffin.
I've been very open about what I call my dental work.
Kathy Griffin has been open about her experiences with cosmetic surgery, often contemplating the intricacies and repercussions of her decisions. She has had multiple procedures, including rhinoplasty and liposuction, but her journey has been marked by complications and regrets. Griffin's most distressing experience was a botched liposuction procedure in 1999 that nearly ended her life. She publicly discussed the consequences, sharing explicit photos to increase awareness about the potential risks of cosmetic surgery. "What I can't figure out is why I wasted time worrying about my looks," she stated, highlighting the pressure she felt to meet Hollywood standards. Her reflections show a profound sense of regret. "I wish I just worked out a little more," she expressed, underscoring her wish to have made healthier choices. Leveraging her platform, Griffin promotes safe and responsible cosmetic surgery. She advises thorough research and selecting qualified professionals, saying, "You need to be aware of the risks involved." By sharing her story with humor and honesty, she seeks to encourage open dialogues about the potential complications of cosmetic procedures. Griffin's readiness to be vulnerable acts as a cautionary tale for others contemplating similar paths. She stresses that while the appeal of immediate beauty is enticing, the reality can be much more complex and hazardous than it seems. Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag's experience with plastic surgery serves as a warning about the emotional and physical consequences of excessive cosmetic procedures. In 2010, she underwent 10 surgeries in a single day, including breast augmentation, rhinoplasty, and liposuction. Initially, Montag believed these changes would help her achieve her desired self-image. However, she later confessed that this radical transformation was a misstep. Looking back on her choices, Montag has expressed profound regret about the outcomes of her surgeries. "I would never do it again, and I never recommend it for anyone," she said, highlighting the shock and pain she experienced. She likened the scars from her procedures to those from car accidents, demonstrating the extent of her physical alterations and the emotional turmoil they induced. Montag has openly discussed the risks of pursuing unattainable beauty standards and the potential for body dysmorphia that can result from such extreme changes. She promotes self-love and acceptance over striving for an unrealistic ideal. "If you're not beautiful inside, it really doesn't matter what you look like outside," she noted, emphasizing the significance of focusing on inner beauty and personal development rather than external appearance. In conclusion, Montag's experiences stand as a potent reminder of the intricacies surrounding cosmetic surgery and the necessity for thoughtful deliberation before making such life-altering decisions. Do you think it's possible to achieve true happiness through plastic surgery? Comment with yes or no and explain your reasoning. Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey, recognized for her role in Dirty Dancing, has openly discussed her experiences with plastic surgery, specifically her 2 rhinoplasty operations. These procedures significantly changed her appearance, leading to deep regret. In her memoir, Out of the Corner, she contemplates how these choices made her feel unrecognizable and contributed to a notable downturn in both her career and personal life. Grey depicts the aftermath of the surgeries as a transition from a celebrity to anonymous. She recounts attending a red carpet event where even other actors, such as Michael Douglas, did not recognize her. This transformation left her feeling unseen, as if she had committed an unforgivable crime by altering the very features that established her identity. In a sincere confession, Grey admits, "I spent so much energy trying to figure out what I did wrong, why I was banished from the kingdom. That's a lie. I banished myself." This reflects her struggle with societal beauty norms and the pressure on women in Hollywood to adhere to specific ideals. Her narrative acts as a cautionary tale about the potential risks of cosmetic surgery. Grey now champions self-acceptance and celebrating individuality, stressing the significance of valuing one's unique characteristics rather than yielding to external pressures. She motivates others to find beauty in their natural selves, reminding us that true value transcends physical appearance. Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista, celebrated as one of the original supermodels for her distinctive features and thriving career, faced an unforeseen challenge when she underwent cool sculpting, a fat-freezing treatment. This procedure led to a rare side effect called paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, causing considerable disfigurement, weight gain, and a drastic alteration in her appearance. Evangelista bravely shared her experience to increase awareness about PAH and the potential risks associated with cosmetic procedures. She initiated legal action against Zeltic Aesthetics Inc., the company behind the treatment, and reached an out-of-court settlement. Her story ignited a crucial dialogue about transparency and the possible hazards of non-invasive treatments. In an emotional interview, Evangelista expressed deep reflection on her choices, stating, "I don't recognize me as a person any longer. I'm not the same person. She's sort of gone, like my spirit has been broken." Her bravery in discussing her journey helped to reduce the stigma surrounding failed procedures and their emotional impact. Evangelista has become an advocate for informed consent and realistic expectations when considering any cosmetic intervention. She stresses the significance of comprehensive research into potential risks and side effects before engaging in any procedure. Evangelista's narrative serves as a cautionary tale that even the most beautiful and successful individuals can face complications from cosmetic procedures. Her experience has inspired others to be more vigilant and knowledgeable when making decisions regarding their appearance. Cher. Cher, the legendary singer and actress, has been notably candid about her experiences with plastic surgery throughout her career. Recognized for her ever-changing style, she has had various procedures, including facelifts, rhinoplasty, and breast augmentation. While she is generally content with most of her enhancements, Cher has voiced considerable regret over her breast augmentation, referring to it as a nightmare and feeling that it was mishandled. In reflecting on her decisions, Cher acknowledges the pressures of aging in the entertainment industry. "People think I'm scared of getting old," she remarked. "But the reality is that in my line of work, getting old and being forgotten are synonymous." This perspective underscores the unique challenges faced by celebrities who must maintain their public image while dealing with the natural aging process. Despite her openness about cosmetic procedures, Cher's journey serves as a cautionary tale that even with access to top surgeons, outcomes can be unpredictable. Her readiness to discuss these experiences has helped to reduce the stigma surrounding plastic surgery, representing a generation of stars who have normalized such enhancements. Cher stresses the significance of individual choice in cosmetic surgery, recognizing that every decision comes with its consequences, both positive and negative. She once reflected on her regrets by stating, "If I had known how it would turn out, I might have made different choices." Ultimately, Cher's story is one of empowerment and self-acceptance, encouraging others to embrace their decisions while being mindful of their potential outcomes. Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers had a complex yet open relationship with plastic surgery, frequently sharing her experiences and regrets with humor and honesty. Throughout her life, she underwent numerous cosmetic procedures, including facelifts, liposuction, and Botox injections. Rivers openly discussed her dissatisfaction with certain outcomes, particularly after one liposuction procedure where she felt the doctor lacked skill. She humorously remarked about her decision to stop Botox, saying, "No more Botox for me. Betty White's bowels move more than my face," reflecting on how it made her less expressive. Rivers represented a generation that faced stigma around cosmetic surgery, yet she embraced it wholeheartedly. She believed in personal choice when it came to altering one's appearance, and often joked about her extensive surgeries. However, she also acknowledged the unpredictability of results, stating that even with access to top surgeons, outcomes could be disappointing. Despite her regrets, like wishing she had a twin to see how she might look without surgery, Rivers remained an advocate for responsible cosmetic procedures. She once said, "I wish I had a twin, so I could know what I'd look like without plastic surgery," highlighting her complex feelings about her choices. Ultimately, Joan Rivers taught us that while cosmetic surgery can enhance self-esteem and confidence, it's essential to approach it with realistic expectations and an understanding of its potential impacts on life. Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna, born Angela White, has experienced a significant change in her views on plastic surgery. Famous for her augmented features, she now prefers a more natural appearance, crediting this change to spiritual development. Contemplating her past choices, she confesses to regretting many cosmetic procedures, including fillers, butt injections, and breast implants. Chyna has made efforts to reverse these enhancements, saying, "I went overboard with cosmetic surgery," and showing a wish to rediscover her identity. Her experience has turned her into an advocate against excessive cosmetic surgery, warning fans about the pressures she encountered. Chyna stresses that these surgeries did not represent her true essence. "Whatever we put on the outside is the first thing. It put me in this category when that's really not who I am internally." This insight has motivated her to share her story, inspiring others to accept their natural beauty and focus on self-love. Chyna's transformation underscores the societal pressures women face, especially in the public eye, to adhere to unrealistic beauty standards. By reversing her procedures, she illustrates that regaining one's identity can be empowering. She now values self-acceptance and inner peace over artificial enhancements, marking a significant departure from exaggerated body image trends. Through her journey, Chyna seeks to encourage others to value their authentic selves and understand the significance of self-acceptance. Enjoying this video? Like and subscribe for more. Not feeling it? A like would still be appreciated, and your comments will help me do better next time. Katie Price. Katie Price's experience with plastic surgery is a multifaceted story marked by both determination and remorse. She underwent her first cosmetic procedure at the young age of 18, a choice she now views with caution. "I think having a boob job at 18 is far too young," she remarked, suggesting an age limit of 21 for such operations. This early initiation into cosmetic enhancements has led her to regret the decisions she made in her youth, as she often feels ugly when looking in the mirror, even after numerous procedures, including 17 breast augmentations. Throughout her career, Price has encountered complications from various surgeries, yet she persists in pursuing them. She openly admits that despite multiple procedures, true contentment remains unattainable. "I'm never happy." This ongoing struggle has ignited conversations about body dysmorphia and the potential addictiveness of cosmetic enhancements, especially for women in the public eye who face significant pressure to adhere to specific beauty standards. Price's experiences underscore a concerning pattern. The normalization of excessive cosmetic work can negatively impact self-esteem and perpetuate a cycle of seeking further enhancements. She notes that many young women today are opting for fillers and other procedures at an early age without fully grasping the long-term consequences. Reflecting on her journey, she expresses a wish that she had approached surgery differently, stressing the significance of self-acceptance over societal pressures. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow has been transparent about her experiences with various cosmetic procedures throughout her career. The actress and Goop founder has explored a range of treatments, from injections to laser therapies, in her quest for maintaining a youthful appearance. However, Paltrow particularly regrets her past decision to get Botox. She was unhappy with the outcome, comparing her post-injection look to that of Joan Rivers. "I looked crazy," Paltrow admitted in a 2013 interview with Harper's Bazaar. Despite this experience, Paltrow now embraces a more balanced view on cosmetic enhancements. She supports making subtle changes that complement natural beauty instead of drastically changing one's appearance. "I'm an open book. I've shared what works for me because that's how I've always learned," Paltrow states. Paltrow endorses a comprehensive approach to beauty, stressing the significance of diet, exercise, and self-care in conjunction with cosmetic treatments. She shows a readiness to experiment while also acknowledging personal boundaries and disfavored procedures. Paltrow underscores the significance of individual choice and the subjective nature of beauty standards. "I love when you see women who have not touched their face at all, who are embracing every inch of their aging," she wrote in a blog post. "And then there are those women you look at and wonder, how can they be 78? How are they pulling that off? It has to be some kind of facelift or other work. And I love that too." Paltrow encourages open dialogues about cosmetic procedures encompassing both positive and negative experiences. She illustrates that even with access to high-quality treatments, embracing natural aging can be a more desirable option for some. "I had a midlife crisis when I turned 40 and I went to go see this doctor. It was a disaster," Paltrow recalls. "I didn't do anything else for a long time. I was bruised, my forehead was completely frozen, and I didn't look like myself at all." Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson has been candid about her battles with body image and the drastic steps she has taken to meet societal expectations. In her memoir, Open Book, the singer-turned-fashion entrepreneur openly discusses her experiences with plastic surgery, including her choice to have a tummy tuck following the birth of her children. Ignoring her doctor's caution about possible liver complications due to her alcohol and pill addiction, Simpson proceeded with the surgery, motivated by a need to regain her pre-pregnancy physique. "I was so ashamed of my body at this point that I wouldn't let Eric see me without a white t-shirt on," she revealed. The first operation was successful, but Simpson was not content with the outcome and decided to have a second, more invasive tummy tuck just 2 months later. This choice resulted in severe complications. "I got an infection, colitis, and was vomiting so much I thought I was going to bust my sutures," she remembered. Simpson spent 9 days in the hospital and barely escaped needing a blood transfusion. Reflecting on her past, Simpson profoundly regrets having the second tummy tuck against medical advice. "I can tell you that plastic surgery does not cure what's inside. Really, it's about how you feel emotionally, and I was still just as hard on myself once those stitches were out," she stated. Simpson's experience underscores the significance of prioritizing health and well-being when contemplating elective surgeries. Even seemingly routine procedures can lead to serious and unforeseen consequences, as illustrated by her story. Her journey also raises awareness about the immense pressure women face to regain their pre-baby bodies, often resorting to extreme measures that can endanger their health. Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham, the ex-Spice Girl and current fashion icon, has been transparent about her experiences with plastic surgery, including her choice to have breast implants during her time with the famous girl group. However, in recent years, Beckham has voiced regret over this decision and aims to be a positive role model for her daughter Harper. In an interview with Allure magazine, Beckham openly discussed her feelings on the subject, stating, "If I'm honest, I wish I'd never gotten implants. It was a moment in time, and I think I can share my experiences with her, but we're not there just yet." Beckham's choice to remove the implants has resonated with many women who have felt pressured to adhere to unrealistic beauty standards, especially prevalent during her Spice Girls era. She has publicly recognized the pressure to fit a specific mold and now advocates against unnecessary cosmetic procedures, championing natural beauty and self-acceptance. Her narrative fosters conversation about the long-term effects of cosmetic procedures and the potential for changing one's perspective. It also signifies a move towards body positivity and embracing natural features within the high-pressure world of fashion that Beckham navigates as a designer. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke's experience with plastic surgery has been intricate and emotionally charged. The actor, recognized for his rough-hewn attractiveness and authentic talent, endured serious facial injuries during his boxing career in the early 1990s, necessitating comprehensive reconstructive surgery. However, the operations did not achieve the anticipated outcomes, and Rourke has since been open about his remorse over choices that adversely affected his appearance and acting career. Most of it was to correct the damage caused by boxing, but I chose the wrong surgeon to put my face back together, Rourke confessed in an honest interview. His situation is distinctive in that it underscores the intricacies of reconstructive surgery and its constraints, especially when addressing the consequences of trauma. Rourke's narrative illustrates the potential for cosmetic surgery to produce unintended results, even when the goal is to mend rather than embellish. It stresses the significance of selecting highly competent surgeons, particularly for intricate reconstructive operations, as the result can be difficult and unforeseeable. I had my career going about 10 years ago in the right direction, Rourke reflected. I started not liking the business and not liking myself. I was slowly self-destructing at a pretty fast rate. His statements highlight the emotional burden that substantial changes in appearance can impose on one's self-perception and self-assurance. Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson, a prominent figure in Hollywood, has experienced a multifaceted relationship with plastic surgery that mirrors the broader societal pressures on beauty standards. Famous for her curvy physique, she had her first breast augmentation in the early 1990s, believing it was essential to succeed in the entertainment industry. However, by 1999, she chose to have her implants removed, desiring to return to her natural body after becoming a mother. "I just wanted my natural body back," she stated, expressing her unease with the artificial appearance. Later on, Anderson decided to get implants again, but eventually adopted a more natural approach to aging. She has publicly declared, "Anti-aging is a lie," stressing that aging is a natural process that should not be combated. This change in viewpoint connects with many women who feel compelled to preserve their youthful looks. Anderson's path reflects the conflicting pressures of Hollywood's beauty norms. While her initial decision to remove implants resonated with women dissatisfied with their augmentations, her subsequent choice to have them again exposed her struggles with body image. Ultimately, she has come to appreciate aging, saying, "I actually like aging. Getting older isn't the end. I know I have so much to look forward to." In exploring the stories of these 20 celebrities, we've seen that even the most glamorous lives can have their share of regrets, especially when it comes to plastic surgery. The takeaway? It's crucial to consider the emotional and physical implications before making such life-altering decisions. Have you ever undergone a procedure you regret? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Iconic Inside, and turn on notifications for more compelling content. Top 40 gay closet cases in Hollywood that will shock you.
Quicker! 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 Quicker!
Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to drop the mic with top 40 gay closet cases in Hollywood that will shock you. You think you know Hollywood? Think again. We're pulling back the curtain on the dazzling disguises of A-list stars who kept their true selves under wraps. Get ready for a jaw-dropping journey through Tinseltown's best-kept secrets. Who's in the closet and who's coming out? The truth is about to hit the fan. Greta Garbo. Greta Garbo, the renowned Swedish actress who shone brightly in Hollywood during the 1920s and 1930s, made a decisive exit from her acting career and public appearances at just 35 years old. Throughout her life, Garbo never entered into marriage or had children. It is believed that she was proposed to by at least two men, Lars Saxon, a Swedish publisher, and John Gilbert, a prominent figure in American silent films. However, Garbo is said to have rejected Gilbert's proposals on 3 occasions. In a letter that came to light through the Postal Museum on MGM stationery, Garbo pens to Saxon, "I will probably remain a bachelor all my life." Wife is such an ugly word. Garbo's bisexuality was widely recognized within the Hollywood community and has become increasingly acknowledged by the public over time. She was an alluring figure who garnered affection from both genders and reciprocated their love with equal fervor. Her romantic and intimate relationships with several female Hollywood stars were well known. Rather than misleading the press with falsehoods, Garbo maintained silence about her personal affairs, which added an element of intrigue to her public image. One of her most talked-about relationships was undoubtedly with Marlene Dietrich. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford, an icon of the silver screen, is often recalled for her signature style, featuring ankle-strapped shoes, prominent shoulder pads, and a penchant for high-proof vodka. However, contemporary film enthusiasts may not be as aware of the speculation surrounding her personal life and sexual orientation. Crawford was known for her relationships with men, earning her the nickname Man-Eater, but there have long been whispers that she was also attracted to women. The question of Crawford's sexuality remains a topic of debate. Since her passing, various reports have surfaced suggesting that she engaged in romantic relationships with notable figures such as Barbara Stanwyck, Marilyn Monroe, Martha Raye, and the lesser-known actress and choreographer Maren Morgan. These accounts have contributed to the ongoing conversation about Crawford's private life, though definitive conclusions remain elusive. Ramon Novarro. Following on our agenda is Ramon Novarro, renowned for his portrayal of the protagonist in the 1925 adaptation of Ben-Hur. A prominent figure during the silent film era, Novarro, hailing from Mexico, swiftly rose to prominence as one of Hollywood's most celebrated stars. His good looks and zealous nature won him a spot among the elite of the movie industry. However, beneath the sparkling facade of Hollywood, Novarro grappled with the conflict between his attraction to men and his Catholic faith, resorting to alcohol as a means to soothe his emotional turmoil. Struggling to accept his homosexuality, he sought solace in the company of hired hustlers in clandestine arrangements to alleviate his feelings of isolation. Tragically, Novarro's life concluded with a horrific incident in the late 1960s when he invited two young men to his residence. The encounter took a grim turn as these men allegedly subjected Novarro to torture before taking his life. The perpetrators were subsequently apprehended, found guilty, sentenced to prison terms, and eventually released on parole. Raymond Burr. Next we have Raymond Burr, a prominent Canadian-American actor celebrated for his role as the astute defense attorney Perry Mason in the television series that bears his character's name. Burr's commanding screen presence and acting range were on full display in this popular show. Like Novarro, Burr also faced challenges with his homosexuality, but unlike him, he was not as forthcoming about it. Burr was far more private about his sexual orientation and did not resort to clandestine meetings with hustlers. Instead, he chose to conceal his homosexuality through deception. He went to great lengths to fabricate a story about a fictitious marriage to a woman who, in his tale, had died along with their supposed child. This elaborate ruse was crafted to disguise his true sexual identity from the public eye. Do you believe that Raymond Burr's decision to fabricate a story about a fictitious marriage was necessary to protect his career and reputation at the time? Comment with yes or no. Tom Hardy.
All the time you were talking about dirty f***ing Jews. All the f***ing time.
Following on our list is Tom Hardy, a distinguished British actor and producer recognized for his powerful performances and remarkable ability to adapt to diverse roles. Born in 1977 in London, Hardy's acting journey began in the early 2000s with appearances in films such as Black Hawk Down and Star Trek Nemesis. His career progressed with leading roles in critically acclaimed movies like Inception, The Revenant, and Mad Max Fury Road, earning him several accolades, including a British Academy Film Award for Best Actor. Hardy has played a significant role in promoting LGBTQ+ representation in the media. He has garnered acclaim for his thoughtful and empathetic portrayal of queer characters, exemplified by his performances in The Revenant and Legend. Hardy has also been candid about his own sexuality, choosing not to define himself with labels such as gay or straight, but instead describing himself as open-minded. His openness to discuss his sexuality and his positive depictions of LGBTQ+ characters have made him an inspirational figure for many.
Quicker! 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 F***
His contributions to the portrayal of LGBTQ+ relationships have been particularly impactful. Notably, Hardy's portrayal in The Revenant of a same-sex relationship set in the 19th century has been highly praised. This stands out as a departure from the stereotypical or unrealistic depictions of same-sex relationships often seen in popular culture. By illustrating that LGBTQ+ relationships can be as intricate and multifaceted as any other, Hardy's work is instrumental in challenging stereotypes and expanding societal understanding of diverse sexualities. Cary Grant.
Sir, no, you take your hands off me or I'll sue you.
Cary Grant stands as an iconic leading man from the golden age of Hollywood, yet his personal life was far more intricate than the roles he played on screen. Despite being married 5 times and engaging in several high-profile relationships with women, there were persistent rumors about Grant's relationships with men. Although he never openly discussed his sexual orientation, whispers of his bisexuality have circulated. In recent times, there has been a resurgence of interest in Grant's private life, with some suggesting he might have been among the first celebrities to be openly bisexual.
Now, come on. Let's talk about you.
The truth may forever remain elusive, but Grant's enigmatic persona endures. While confirming Cary Grant's sexuality with certainty might not be feasible, his impact on LGBTQ+ visibility is clear. During an era when openly identifying as queer was taboo in Hollywood, Grant managed to defy conventional expectations of masculinity and establish a unique archetype for male leads. By subtly challenging gender stereotypes on screen, Grant became a pioneering figure in the portrayal of LGBTQ+ characters in cinema. Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper is an acclaimed American journalist and television personality, widely recognized as the host of CNN's Anderson Cooper 360 Degree. Born in 1967 in New York City, Cooper is the offspring of fashion designer Gloria Vanderbilt and is a beneficiary of the Vanderbilt family wealth. His professional journey commenced as a fact-checker for Channel One News before transitioning into broadcast journalism. He also holds a notable familial connection as a fifth cousin to media magnate and former US President Theodore Roosevelt. In contrast to Kevin Spacey, Anderson Cooper has been transparent about his sexuality since 2012. In a candid email to a friend, he stated, "The fact is, I'm gay, always have been, always will be, and I couldn't be any more happy, comfortable with myself and proud." Following this revelation, Cooper has emerged as a fervent supporter of LGBTQ+ rights and has emphasized the significance of coming out publicly. In 2015, he made history by becoming the first openly gay individual to moderate a major American network news program. Cooper's public coming out has been lauded as a landmark event for the LGBTQ+ community, especially in terms of media visibility. However, his disclosure was not universally welcomed. Some critics contended that he chose to come out later in life, possibly waiting until his professional status was more secure. In response to such remarks, Cooper explained that he came out on his own terms and at the right time for him personally. Regardless of these debates, his openness about his sexuality has undoubtedly contributed to greater normalization of LGBTQ+ representation in both media and popular culture. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is a renowned American actor and producer who gained prominence in the 1990s with his notable performances in films such as The Usual Suspects, LA Confidential, and American Beauty. Born in 1959 in New Jersey, Spacey honed his acting skills at the Juilliard School before embarking on a career in theater. His talent has been recognized with 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, and a Tony Award for his work on stage and screen. However, his professional journey has been overshadowed by allegations of sexual misconduct that emerged in recent years. Spacey's sexuality has been a topic of speculation, with the actor never addressing these rumors publicly. The situation intensified in 2017 when actor Anthony Rapp accused Spacey of making sexual advances towards him when Rapp was still a teenager. This accusation was followed by similar allegations from multiple other men. In 2020, Spacey faced charges of sexual assault in the UK, but these charges were eventually dropped due to insufficient evidence. While Spacey has consistently denied these allegations, the controversy has cast a long shadow over his career and public image. The allegations against Spacey have had a significant impact on his professional life, leading to a decline in his career and a retreat from public life. Moreover, these incidents have sparked critical discussions about issues of consent and power imbalances, especially within the entertainment industry. John Travolta. John Travolta is a celebrated American actor and singer who gained widespread recognition in the 1970s for his iconic roles in Saturday Night Fever and Grease. Born in 1954 in Englewood, New Jersey, Travolta initially treaded the boards as a stage actor and featured on the TV series Welcome Back, Kotter, before his cinematic breakthrough. His filmography since then includes notable titles such as Pulp Fiction, Get Shorty, and Face Off. Throughout his career, there has been ongoing conjecture about Travolta's sexuality. He has been married to actress Kelly Preston since 1991, and they share 3 children. However, in the early 2000s, Travolta faced a lawsuit from an individual alleging a sexual relationship with the actor. Though the case was later dismissed, it reignited public curiosity about Travolta's personal life. Despite these events, Travolta has never made an official statement addressing the rumors surrounding his sexuality. In a related historical context, Tyrone Power was an iconic leading man during Hollywood's golden age, captivating female fans with his charm. Despite his on-screen persona and public image, Power's off-screen life was quite distinct. According to Scotty Bowers, a well-known figure from Hollywood's golden age, Power had a preference for men despite having high-profile relationships with women. Bowers hints at numerous intimate encounters he shared with Power without elaborating on specifics. Cesar Romero, an openly gay actor who was also candid about Power's sexuality in the 1996 publication Hollywood Gaze, corroborated that Power was bisexual. Power is known to have had a close relationship with his co-star Charles Lawton, who had unconventional sexual preferences. Bowers' accounts suggest that Power shared similar predilections, which might explain the frequent meetings between the two actors. James Dean.
I used to fly around quite a bit, I took a lot of unnecessary chances.
It's important to note that the following information is based on hearsay and should be taken with caution. There have been several allegations of James Dean engaging in homosexual activities during the pinnacle of his career. In 2016, the book James Dean, Tomorrow Never Comes by Danforth Prince and Darwin Porter, who are recognized for their vivid narratives about classic Hollywood, suggested that Dean had a clandestine romantic relationship with the equally popular Marlon Brando. While their accounts are known for being quite dramatic, their assertion that many attendees at parties Dean might have attended were gay has only added fuel to the existing speculation surrounding these rumors. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan is an American actress and singer who gained prominence in the early 2000s as a child actress, starring in films such as The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday. As she matured, she encountered difficulties with substance abuse and other personal issues, which often placed her in the spotlight of tabloid media. During the mid-2000s, Lohan publicly identified as bisexual, becoming a significant figure within the LGBTQ+ community. She has been candid about her sexuality and her battles with addiction, also championing mental health awareness. Despite her personal struggles, Lohan has successfully staged a comeback in recent years and remains an influential figure. Her personal life has been extensively covered by the media and has been marked by numerous challenges and controversies. Nevertheless, Lohan has leveraged her public platform to advocate for various social issues. She has been an outspoken proponent of women's rights and has collaborated with organizations like the United Nations to promote gender equality. Additionally, she has addressed environmental concerns and participated in initiatives such as the Global Poverty Project. Amidst her tumultuous personal life, Lindsay Lohan has endeavored to use her influence for constructive purposes and to contribute positively to societal issues. On a scale of 0-5, how inspiring do you find Lindsay Lohan's ability to overcome her personal struggles and stage a successful comeback in her career? Comment with a number to share your thoughts. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres is a highly influential figure within the LGBTQ+ community and popular culture. She initially gained fame in the late 1990s as the lead in her own sitcom, Ellen. During the 4th season, she made a historic move by portraying her characters coming out as gay, marking her as the first openly gay actor to depict an openly gay role on a major network television series. This episode was a pivotal moment in TV history and initiated widespread discussions about LGBTQ+ representation. Following the conclusion of her sitcom, DeGeneres transitioned into a highly successful career as a talk show host, where she has consistently used her platform to champion LGBTQ+ rights. Beyond her hosting duties, she has been an active advocate for LGBTQ+ equality, participating in various campaigns and initiatives such as the Human Rights Campaign's National Coming Out Project and the NOH8 campaign. DeGeneres has also dedicated time to raising awareness on topics like marriage equality and anti-bullying efforts. Her contributions have been recognized with numerous accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the GLAAD Stephen F. Kolzak Award. Ellen DeGeneres stands as a pioneering force in the ongoing struggle for LGBTQ+ equality. George Michael. George Michael stands as one of the most successful pop stars of the 1980s and 1990s. His initial hit, Careless Whisper, debuted in 1984, and he continued to produce a series of successful tracks such as Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Freedom 190, and I Want Your Sex. Michael was widely acknowledged as one of the most prominent pop stars of his time. His public coming out as gay occurred in 1998 following an arrest for a lewd act in a Beverly Hills public restroom. He was a staunch supporter of AIDS charities, including the Elton John AIDS Foundation and AMFAR, often performing at numerous benefit concerts. Michael received 3 Brit Awards and 2 Grammy Awards for his musical contributions and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017. His live performances were renowned for their elaborate stage setups, choreography, and costume changes. Beyond his advocacy for the LGBTQ+ community, George Michael had a profound influence on pop culture. He was recognized for his bold fashion choices that merged punk and glam rock elements. Michael was also a trailblazer in the moody video genre, characterized by reflective and somber visuals. His innovative music videos for songs like Father Figure and Freedom 90 inches expanded the boundaries of what a pop video could convey. Furthermore, George Michael's unique vocal style served as an inspiration for many subsequent boy bands, including NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster is a distinguished American actress, director, and producer who has been enchanting audiences since her childhood. She is proficient in French, having attended the Lycée Français de Los Angeles and the École Nationale Supérieure des Beaux-Arts in Paris. Foster is also an accomplished pianist, showcasing her musical talent in films like The Accused and Little Man Tate. Her cinematic debut was in the 1976 horror film Taxi Driver, and she has since starred in numerous critically acclaimed movies including The Accused, The Silence of the Lambs, and Contact. She holds a bachelor's degree in literature from Yale University, where she graduated magna laude. Foster is the mother of 2 sons, Charles and Christopher, with her former partner, Sidney Bernard. In 2013, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama for her contributions as an actress and director. Foster has been known for maintaining a high level of privacy regarding her personal life. However, during a speech at the Golden Globes in 2013, she openly acknowledged her sexuality. Beyond her advocacy efforts, Foster has served as an inspiration to many within the LGBTQ+ community due to her willingness to discuss her sexuality openly. She has shared the challenges she faced in coming out and the significance of having visible role models who are open about their sexual orientation. Foster expressed her desire for her story to motivate others to be genuine with themselves and live authentic lives. She also uses her influence to promote kindness among people regardless of their differences. Jodie Foster is indeed a pioneering figure within the LGBTQ+ community. Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, an emblematic actor of the 1950s and 1960s, is renowned for his roles in films such as Giant and Pillow Talk. Born as Roy Scherer Jr., he adopted the name Rock Hudson on the advice of his agent. Hudson served in the Navy during World War II, where he was stationed on a ship in the Pacific Theater. His acting prowess earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor for his role in Giant, although he ultimately lost to Yul Brynner. Despite his on-screen persona, Hudson led a dual life as a gay man in private, compelled by the pressures of his career to project a heterosexual image. He engaged in several relationships with men, including actor Jim Nabors, yet never publicly disclosed his sexuality. In 1985, Hudson was diagnosed with AIDS and subsequently became an advocate for AIDS research and treatment. Tragically, he succumbed to the disease later that same year. However, his enduring legacy continues to be remembered and celebrated. Liberace. Liberace holds the distinction of being one of the most renowned and prosperous entertainers of the 20th century, achieving widespread fame in the 1950s and 1960s. As a pianist, singer, and television personality, He captivated audiences with his extravagant costumes and exuberant stage presence. Although there were persistent rumors about his sexual orientation, Liberace never confirmed his homosexuality in public, even taking legal action against a British newspaper for libel when they insinuated as much. This resulted in extensive conjecture and whispers about his personal life. Liberace had a significant long-term relationship with Scott Thorson, who was nearly 4 decades younger than him. Their relationship was depicted in the 2013 HBO film Behind the Candelabra, but it ultimately ended on bitter terms. Regardless of the speculation surrounding his sexuality, Liberace continued to be adored by his fans and enjoyed immense success as an entertainer. His flamboyant showmanship and theatrical persona resonated with audiences globally. Even after his passing in 1987, Liberace's influence endures. He has been the focus of books, films, and a successful television series, and his distinctive style continues to inspire trends in fashion, music, and popular culture. Many believe that Liberace was instrumental in creating a path for other theatrical performers like Elton John and Lady Gaga. Marilyn Monroe. The idea that Marilyn Monroe might have favored women over men is indeed surprising, but the actress, known for her roles in Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch, reportedly had intimate relationships with several notable women, including Joan Crawford, Barbara Stanwyck, Marlene Dietrich, Judy Garland, Brigitte Bardot, Jane Russell, Anne Baxter, and even the ostensibly heterosexual Elizabeth Taylor. Evidence supporting some of Monroe's encounters with women, particularly with Joan Crawford, exists. During her therapy sessions with Dr. Ralph Greenson towards the end of her life, Monroe allegedly confessed on tape about Crawford. "Oh yes, Crawford. We went to Joan's bedroom. She had a gigantic orgasm and shrieked like a maniac. Next time I saw Crawford, she wanted another round. After I turned her down, she became spiteful." A Monroe insider stated that Marilyn chose not to pursue a long-term affair with Crawford due to distrust, citing Joan's potential for cruelty and demanding behavior. Furthermore, Monroe's co-workers were convinced of her bisexuality. Jean Negulesco, the director with whom she collaborated on How to Marry a Millionaire, recounted Monroe telling him that she had never experienced an orgasm with a man. Marlene Dietrich is another icon who challenged norms and is credited with popularizing women wearing suits. Emerging from the artistic Weimar culture of early 20th century Germany, Dietrich embraced a fearless and liberated lifestyle. She frequently appeared in pants and tuxedos in films during a time when it was considered unconventional and revolutionized women's attitudes towards pants. Dietrich was also open about her love for both sexes. As early as 1930, she shared on-screen kisses with women in the film Morocco and was romantically linked to figures such as Kay Francis, Edith Piaf, Mercedes de Acosta, and even Greta Garbo. Enjoying this video? Like and subscribe for more. Not feeling it? A like would still be appreciated, and your comments will help me do better next time. Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury, born Farrokh Bulsara in 1946 and deceased in 1991, was a renowned and extravagant British singer-songwriter celebrated for his role as the vibrant lead vocalist of the legendary rock band Queen. His dynamic stage performances, extensive 4-octave vocal range, and iconic songs such as Bohemian Rhapsody have solidified his status as a symbol of musical genius and creative originality. Although Freddie Mercury did not openly discuss his sexuality, those close to him were aware of his homosexuality. His life was tragically cut short by complications arising from AIDS on November 24, 1991, during a time when the disease was prevalent within the homosexual community, and support for those affected was severely lacking. Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy was a prominent figure in the golden age of Hollywood, renowned as a major movie star. Despite being married with 2 children and eventually estranged from his wife Louise, Tracy and his wife never divorced, a decision he attributed to his Catholic faith. It is rumored that Tracy frequently visited the home of The Philadelphia Story and My Fair Lady director George Cukor, who was openly gay. During these visits, which sometimes lasted several days, Tracy was said to have engaged in intimate relations with Cukor's young male acquaintances. Additionally, there are whispers of a long-term relationship between Tracy and actor John Derek. According to Scotty Bowers, who was known for his connections with celebrities during the Golden Age, Tracy was known to be a generous and kind-hearted man who sought comfort after indulging in alcohol. Bowers recounts personal experiences with Tracy beginning in the early 1950s, where Tracy sought physical closeness and intimacy after consuming scotch. Bowers describes an encounter where Tracy became intimate with him after a night of drinking, an event that was followed by several similar experiences. Despite these encounters, Tracy maintained a public facade of normalcy the next morning. Bowers also notes that through Tracy he met many influential individuals. Regarding Spencer Tracy's long-term partner, Katharine Hepburn, it is suggested that their 25-year relationship was more of a deep friendship rather than one driven by sexual attraction. Screenwriter and gay rights activist Larry Kramer has commented on the famous couple's relationship, suggesting that both Hepburn and Tracy were gay and were publicly portrayed as a couple by the studio for appearances' sake. Hepburn was recognized for her masculine attire, and while she had relationships with men, it is believed that she had a preference for women. Scotty Bowers, known as the Hollywood Pimp, first encountered the renowned film actress Katharine Hepburn at a Tinseltown gathering, where he was struck by her attire of a suit and short hair with a side part. Bowers recalls the party's host mentioning that Hepburn's studio executives had been urging her not to publicize her homosexuality. During that era, actors, directors, and producers had morality clauses in their contracts that could be breached by openly identifying as gay or bisexual. Hepburn reportedly said to Bowers, "I know your reputation, Scotty. When you get a chance, do you think you can find a nice, young, dark-haired girl for me? Someone that's not too heavily made up." Bowers asserts that he connected Hepburn with 150 women over half a century, averaging about 3 women per year. Hepburn would typically meet them once or twice before losing interest. However, there was one particular woman named Barbara with whom Hepburn had an enduring 49-year relationship. Scotty Bowers also has insights into other discreet individuals in Hollywood. The story of actor Walter Pidgeon is another example. Bowers recounts that in 1946, Pidgeon picked him up at a Richfield gas station on Hollywood Boulevard when he was a 23-year-old ex-Marine working as a pump attendant. Offering a $20 tip, Pidgeon invited Bowers to a private home where they met Jacques Porte. Pidgeon suggested they use the swimming pool without swimsuits due to their privacy. Bowers describes Pidgeon's preference as engaging in oral sex with him while simultaneously masturbating. This 3-way arrangement involving the 3 bisexual men occurred multiple times, with Bowers consistently receiving a $2 bill as payment for his participation. Pidgeon's experience with Bowers led him to share information about this new connection with his gay friends. After these friends also took advantage of Bowers' services, they spread the word about the ex-Marine at the Richfield station, located at the intersection of Hollywood and Van Ness, which included a 2-bedroom trailer at the rear. Bowers was eager to connect people with his young associates, regardless of gender. This activity continued for years as Bowers operated a sexual referral service from the gas station, effectively engaging in an underground Hollywood sex trade. He not only participated in sexual encounters with clients himself, but also facilitated opportunities for his financially struggling ex-Marine friends to earn additional income. Over time, Bowers expanded his operations to cater to individuals of every sexual orientation and preference, providing a wide range of companionship and sexual services. Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero was a captivating American actor celebrated for his sophisticated charm and iconic roles, most notably as the smooth and legendary Joker in the 1960s Batman TV series. Blessed with a charming smile and an impressive height of 6'3", Romero seemed destined for leading roles. The Cuban-American performer shared screen time with notable actresses such as Marlene Dietrich and Carole Lombard, maintained a lifelong friendship with actress Joan Crawford, and achieved legendary status for his portrayal of the Joker in the original Batman film. Less widely recognized is the fact that Romero was gay. Throughout his career, he kept his sexual orientation private from the public, but was open about it among friends and industry peers. Barbara Stanwyck. Many Hollywood historians acknowledge the possibility that Stanwyck's marriages were orchestrated as lavender marriages by studios to maintain her privacy regarding her sexuality. There is substantial evidence suggesting that Stanwyck may have been gay or bisexual. While it cannot be definitively stated that Stanwyck was a lesbian, the speculation surrounding her personal life during the golden age of Hollywood makes it seem quite plausible that she was at least open to relationships with women. Regardless of her sexual orientation, her androgynous and strong presence both on and off screen earned her a dedicated following among the lesbian and gay community. Stanwyck's connection to the LGBTQ community has a long history. Biographer Axel Madsen notes that determining the truth about Stanwyck's sexuality remains challenging. He mentions, "People would swear she was Hollywood's biggest closeted lesbian." Actor Clifton Webb referred to Stanwyck as "my favorite Hollywood lesbian." Furthermore, Robert Taylor, Stanwyck's second husband and star of Waterloo Bridge and Quo Vadis, allegedly told actress Shelley Winters that his wife was a lesbian and they did not share a bed. Additionally, lesbian singer Tula Bankhead claimed to have had a sexual encounter with Stanwyck. Among all the individuals with whom Stanwyck shared a bond, her most enduring relationship was with Helen Ferguson. Their relationship was never explicitly defined, but if Stanwyck's marriages to men have been termed lavender, then her union with Ferguson might be considered of the Boston variety. Luca Prono, in the book Encyclopedia of Gay and Lesbian Popular Culture, notes that throughout the 1960s, 1970s, and into the 1980s, Stanwyck was regarded as a cultural and personal archetype for lesbians, achieving iconic status within these communities. Prono describes Stanwyck as a woman whose on-screen portrayals of strong and independent women challenged societal norms of respectability. In the 1940s, Stanwyck took on the role of Jo Courtney, a lesbian character in Walk on the Wild Side, 1962, marking one of the first representations of a lesbian character in Hollywood. Despite this, she consistently declined to discuss her own sexuality. A notable instance of her reticence on the subject occurred when she allegedly ejected journalist Bose Hadley from her home after he inquired whether she had engaged in lesbian relations, as Greta Garbo and Marlene Dietrich were rumored to have done. As we wrap up this journey through the lives of some of Hollywood's most iconic figures, it's clear that the topic of sexuality has always been complex, especially in the golden age of Hollywood. From secret relationships to public denials, these stories reveal the challenges faced by individuals who had to navigate their personal lives under the scrutiny of the public eye. But they also show resilience, authenticity, and the power of living one's truth. We'd love to hear from you. Which story surprised you the most? Which individual inspired you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of Hollywood's closeted stars, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Iconic Inside for more fascinating stories from the world of entertainment. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Your engagement helps us bring you more content that dives deep into the lives of those who shaped our culture.